We've got Heaven's Door. Is this one Bob Seger?
Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan. Sorry, Bob.
So this is a double-barreled, aged for at least 6 years.
Here it says, I wanted to create a collection of American whiskeys that, in their own way, tell a story.
So this is 100 proof.
They use heavily charred American white oak to yield a satisfying whiskey with notes of caramel, oak, citrus, and spice.
It's like more or less like a heavenly kind of thing.
There's a few different bourbons that you can get. The one that we are doing, though, is the double-barreled.
What does that mean? No idea?
Nope.
Nope.
I'm sure you know, I was the same thing you told me.
Nope, no idea. Let's try it.
So the other cool thing about this is the bottle is designed, so he also has his own welded iron gate company. So this is also designed by Bob Dylan and his other company. So isn't that cool?
Dylan.
Isn't that really cool?
I need a gate
Yeah.
made by Bob Dylan. That'd
Well,
be so
go to his
cool.
website, email him and tell him the Bourbon Blondes are requesting a gate.
He's not in Michigan, is he?
No.
No, probably not. That's all right.
But I just thought that was cool too, to incorporate that.
That is cool. All right, so higher proof. What was the price point on this one?
50.
Okay.
And also, I'm not 100% sure of the availability. We already have this.
Okay.
But this is the first time we opened it for this shoot.
So I know that we bought another bottle of Heaven's Door, and the liquor store owner who sold it to me made it sound like it was kind of rare, hard to find, which is why I bought it. So it may be on the rarer side, even though it's not particularly expensive.
So he developed this with master distiller Ryan Perry.
Okay. I don't know who that is. Do you?
I don't, but I
Maybe
wanted to
some of
give
you
Ryan
do.
some
You gotta
props.
shout out the names.
Yes. Yep.
We're not that fancy. All right, let's see.
It smells good.
It does. It's not quite as assaulting on my nose as the other one.
Right.
Either that or my nose is already burnt from the other one.
No, I think I'm getting like the caramels and vanillas on this one.
So it said on the bottle, oak, citrus, and spice,
Oh,
and
citrus.
caramel. I was thinking I got some citrus on this. Do you get citrus? We're just learning, like you guys.
I do a little bit.
Oh man, I like this one. Ooh, you like this one too?
Did you get that on the back end of that?
It's so good.
That is really good. I don't know what I'm tasting on the back.
I don't know, but that's good. That's the first one that, like, right off the gate, we're like, ooh, that's good. Do you think it's because we've already tried so many and we're just like warming up? And they just taste better and better because maybe we're just getting so much better at this that the higher proof ones are more to our liking.
That could be it too. Cheers.
Cheers to us, man. We've come a long way since we first
have.
met.
It's interesting to see if, 2 years ago, doing the same taste test, how different
Yeah,
our
what would we
opinions
think
would have
then?
been. Mm-hmm.
The super low proof ones to me just they don't excite me anymore. And I think that's what it is. I feel like a lot of the flavors really tend to come out in these higher proof bourbons.
It's still good. That's why you should have that variety in your collection. So
Well,
when you
sure.
have those new folks trying it out.
Yeah, and you don't always want something super high proof. You might just want something really mellow. And the bottles are so artistic. They're a little dark looking, like I don't love the artistry on it. I can appreciate the artistry, but they look a little dark. Some of them look almost like a little occultish. But
I like this side too.
I mean, this one's not occultish looking. I see like farming. I see farming tools. I see farmers. I see like this guy working hard. I see there's a shovel and I don't know. This seems like a hard-working farmer sort of.
It does,
artist.
but it doesn't taste that way.
No,
You know, it tastes
I don't.
more elegant.
Yes,
to me.
I don't know. Maybe I thought if I would taste corn, that would make a lot of sense.
I almost feel
I
like
don't
there
get a
is.
lot of corn.
when you
but
say
not
that,
a
though,
lot, but
Maybe that's what I'm tasting on the back end.
well, there should be corn. I mean,
Yeah.
that's bourbon,
Right.
right? It's good though. I just really like this
I
one.
do too.
I should probably stop before I drink it all. I have more to go.
So Bob Dylan, we're loving your bourbon.
Yes, Bob Dylan,
Thank you.
thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Okay, so we're down to our last one.
All right.
So we are heading to some sports.
We have Bradshaw.
So Terry Bradshaw, he is like one of the most famous,
Iconic.
yeah,
Yeah.
NFL champion quarterback. He's won 4 Super Bowls, and I love that they even list the years on here of when he won the Super Bowl.
Right? Yep, they've got the year here, and then of course the Roman numerals on the front. Very nice.
And also they make a reference to this is the 212, and that is 212 touchdown passes.
Here's Bradshaw. Bothered from behind. Lynn Swan is open. Got it. Steeler touchdown.
So
Okay.
very much, a tribute to his sports career, which is really cool.
Yeah, it makes a good story.
Yes.
Okay.
So I will say this was very hard to find. We had to call around many, many, many places, and finally we found one place that had one left, and I was like, do not sell that, I will be there in 20 minutes. So in our area, at least in Michigan, it was hard to find.
All right.
And then this is 103.8 proof.
Okay, so a little higher than the other ones that we tried.
Correct, yep.
Okay.
And then $50 again for the price point.
So none of these are particularly expensive. All right. This is a first crack open, so
First crack, that's right.
sometimes they need a little air.
Mhm.
So we'll see how this goes here.
Now the other great thing is this particular bourbon has won a lot of awards and won some blind taste tests as well. So it'll
Okay.
be interesting to see what we think. I can smell the alcohol, that's for sure, but I'm getting other aromas, so that's a good sign. I hope.
This smells a lot like the other ones.
Yep, definitely.
I'm not smelling anything super distinctive right off the bat.
Did you get bananas with this one?
Kind of. Not like that. Remember that one we had the other day that was just like peanuts? Like so strongly peanuts that you couldn't argue with it.
Right. It's not slapping you in the
No, it's not. It's not. It's not that apparent. I don't know. See how it tastes. Wow.
That's very delicious.
Oh my goodness. I can see why this has won some awards. So I'm no bourbon expert. I'm an amateur, like you all probably are. And so the way I judge a bourbon is by the one that makes me go, wow.
Mhm.
And this is the one. This is the one that makes me go, wow. There's something different about this.
Mhm.
The creaminess of it and the depth of flavor.
And it still
Is-
has a burn, but not.
Yeah,
A
but
bad-
it's not uncomfortable. It doesn't overpower your ability to taste all the different depths of flavor in this.
So my second or third drink, the burn has gone away, and now it's just that warm, good bourbon hug.
So one thing I'm noticing is that with this one, I get a lot more of the flavor on the front of my tongue, and like the warmth comes on the back end. So it's the heat of the alcohol doesn't overwhelm the flavor, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
So you get all the flavor and then like that warm, cozy feeling at the back end.
Yeah,
I think that's why I like this one.
Mm-hmm.
Now we line these up just based on proof point. It wasn't based on ratings in any way, but I almost feel like that's kind of how we're grading them in a way. Like I feel like every one we've liked a little bit better than the other one.
And again, we've gotten to taste a lot of different bourbons in the last few years, so our palate may be more refined to liking a higher proof, where other folks that are just getting into it might like that lower proof better.
It could be.
But I think this could be for anybody, because it doesn't have that, where you're like, ooh,
No.
it's very smooth
No.
for that proof.
And honestly, I mean, I would put this right up there with some of like the
Favorites.
really top-notch ones.
Now, when you smell it again, are you getting banana yet? I don't know why, but this is giving me a banana. Not heavy, but just
I can get a little bit of it. I almost want to say like banana peel. Is that weird? Like after the banana's out of it,
or
it's
kind of
got a little. Maybe it's just that a little bit of that
like a
bitterness of the peel in there. I don't know. That sounds weird to me, but
There's a banana something in there, though. I
I
mean,
get that. I'd be curious to see what some of the experts say, the expert noses say about what this one.
well, and the fact that we
Tastes like.
just opened this, and it is
It
so
might taste-
tasty.
It might taste completely different once we get it down to the shoulder.
Exactly.
We're just gonna have to be here all night. You got anything to do, Amber?
Nope, just drink bourbon. Well, the other thing that I love about Bradshaw is Terry Bradshaw has 3 beautiful blonde daughters and a beautiful blonde wife named Tammy, so that just kind of fits with the bourbon
And
blonde.
he's blonde.
And I'm pretty sure his nickname is Blonde Bomber.
Blonde bomber, right?
Yeah, for those
So-
touchdowns.
Terry Bradshaw. We dub you honorary bourbon blonde because out of our lineup here today, you are our favorite bourbon of the day. This is impressive. For me, this is right up there with some of my absolute favorites.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna search this out.
We'll call around.
I know, you got the last one in the county.
Well, I'd say all in all the celebrity bourbons that we tried today have their own unique, great taste for
Sure.
different palates. None of them would I ever say, oh my gosh, I'll never drink this again.
No, none of them were bad.
Right.
No. So that's good.
Because you just never know when a celebrity gets into something. You don't know, is it really gonna be the real deal? And
Right? Or are they just gonna slap their name on something and make a bunch of money and call it marketing?
Yeah, but I would say out of the 5 that we tried today, I don't think anybody would be disappointed if they bought a bottle.
No, I don't think so. I think they were all good, but
I think
definitely ramped up as we tried them.
The higher the proof for us personally, we liked better. But again, if you're new into bourbon, you might like that entry level, low proof.
Well, I'm guessing, and I'm not a bourbon expert, but I'm guessing the longer they stay in the barrel, the more complex they get and the more flavor they get. And so it makes sense. It's like, do you want flavor or not? You know, the more flavor you want, you kind of have to keep going on the higher proof. There's probably a level where it's too much for some people.
Well, and we definitely would say Bradshaw was our favorite.
Yeah, I would say so.
Well, I guess that's another touchdown for Terry Bradshaw.
He's going to throw again. He's lobbing it deep. Stowers! Touchdown! Is it? Touchdown!
Touchdown. Well, thank you for watching. And remember, a woman always knows her limits.
But she also knows she has none.